guys, welcome to Kim with Kim. Thank you for being here. And today we're gonna talk about these Canada fires. So, since June 5th, there's been an outbreak of wildfires in Canada. Over 400 fires, over 420 to be exact. 200 of them are over, about 200 or 250 of them are out of control. And it is affecting the air quality in, people are seeing New York, but it's like the northeast region of the United States and Canada. Canada has evacuations in place. About 120,000 people are forced to evacuate, actually. That's how bad it is. It's bad. And you can see the effects of these fires affecting not just Canada, not just people that are nearby, but as you can see, neighboring states, neighboring countries. You can see the environmental effects. You can see this change, and it's already been registered as the worst wildfire season for Canada, and they still have 3 months left in their wildfire season. So that's crazy. About a third of the fires are in Quebec, which Quebec doesn't normally have wildfires like that. Like, they don't have this many. So that's why the smoke is so dense. That's why the smoke is so intense, that it's affecting this many, this large of an area, because those trees are larger. They don't normally burn. They've also, the extreme cold regions in Canada are becoming more and more warm. They're experiencing drought now. They're experiencing a longer dry season, so that would make those trees that are super old and big and, some nice big trees, that would make them drier. That would make them easier to catch on fire. That would make them, that would make a bigger fire with more smoke, which would blow down because, when you see, I was looking up a lot of stuff because I have friends up there, I have family up there. I'm concerned, I got my friend calling me, or I'm calling her, and them, and they're coughing. They're ordered to work from home. The air quality is so bad, they're getting alerts on their phone. The people are passing out in the streets. If you're asthmatic or you're pregnant, I'm sorry. You need to be inside for real. It's just sad to see that, the world is really changing around us, and it's not just affecting countries that are developing countries or less developed countries. It's not just, floods in India. It's not just, it's not just things that are happening in other countries that don't have the industry to build. It's happening in places like Canada and the US. It's happening in Miami. Our flooding season is longer. We're now having all these floods because of raising sea levels. We're all experiencing something, and it's happening little by little, but you need to notice and register what's the root of it. Where is it coming from? These are becoming trends. Even the hurricanes that are being created, look at how much rain the last hurricane dropped. These are things that are happening because of global warming, because of climate change. And then you have people saying oh, well, California has wildfires every year. It's never this bad. Why is it affecting New York? And I just want to say that, one, California is extremely dry. So they have fires every year, yes. Where the fire is, the air looks just like that. That smoke, that orange, that smoky air that you see, they get it too. But the reason why you're not going to see that smoke in LA affect, Vegas, because that's not the way the wind blows. California is coastal, so their wind blows down California and off to the Pacific, versus Canada, their wind blows down to the US and then off into the Atlantic, and it doesn't even do that right away. It does that around the Carolinas is when the Canadian air starts flowing out. Come on, that doesn't even make sense. Vegas is a whole desert. California is a dry state. They have droughts all the time. Do you think if the air flowed from the Pacific onto California, onto the US, that they would have these dry seasons, that they would have droughts, that there would even be a desert there? let's just relate the map. Let's just use, you know, let's just really consider all the factors before we think things like that. Because, and if California has a fire every year, their trees aren't gonna burn the way trees that don't burn do. Like, a giant tree is on fire and they can't put it out. That's why it's out of control. I mean, it was started, they said it was started by a lightning strike. That's not really controllable. Versus I know in California when I was there and I was driving, I did like a road trip, and you see so many signs that say don't throw out your cigarette butts. So that's just to say that like the fires in California are so often and so common, and they can be avoided sometimes. So hopefully, you know, they don't have a terrible wildfire season. I know, like I said, Canada has 3 months left in theirs. Hopefully, you know, it's not too bad. Hopefully these fires come under control and these people can return home and they have homes to go back to. Because like I said, it's over 120,000 people displaced and evacuated. And I was reading some stories, and like, you know, this couple in their 70s, they were like, they've never had to evacuate. They've seen fires nearby, but, you know, never a fire like this. So that's just to say that like in one person's lifetime, look at how they're seeing change. Like wow, they've never experienced that, and they don't know what to do, and they're, you know, now uncomfortable. Like, you know, we all, like I said, we're all seeing these changes around us, and they're happening faster than most of us thought, you know. So I just hope that the next 3 months of these fires cannot, you know, get under control. Canada get some help. I hope the air quality, you know, clears up for those northeastern states, because I mean, wow, to see the pictures and videos and the quality, and like hear my own friend coughing on the phone with me and looking out their window, you know, it's just terrible. But I want to say that we all are living in these times and we're all doing good and seeing good. I want us to all, like, you know, use our minds and think of, you know, like, don't be swayed by opinions. And obviously I'm not here to tell you what to think either, but, you know, when you look at things or you hear things, like, maybe do your own research, maybe think for yourself before you sit here and like condemn something. Just realize that we're living in different times. So you're right, this wasn't happening before. The past is not repeating itself. This is new. Like, this is actually new. And when you do those things and you use your own mind, you know, it's good for you. So, you know, I always say do it for you. I hope you do. I hope you guys have a great day. All right, this was Kim with Kim. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. All right, bye.